YTBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison, and I'm here to drop this quick video for one Ticket TV Basketball. That's Ticket Television Basketball. Boy, I like how that sounds. Ticket TV, you got to change your name to Ticket Television, man. But nah, all jokes aside, I'm going to go ahead and get on this video because he thought I forgot about this, but I didn't. He asked me, he said, Coach, do you think Anthony Joshua is using steroids? And Ticket, my answer to that is no. Anthony Joshua don't really have a lot of the telltale signs that I know as a coach, and I've been dealing with steroid use for over 20 years. So he don't have any of the telltale signs. See, the skin don't lie. The skin never lies when you're doing something illegal. The skin will tell the truth. And I actually did some close-ups on him, and basically, I don't think he's using steroids, but I do think that he's using a weight gainer supplement plus creatine. Okay, and in fact, I can tell you that he uses creatine because he's very heavy. Like when you're moving, he's got a lot of muscle mass on his lower half. He's got a lot of muscle mass down there, and his legs are they're like trees, man. They don't move. Like his mobility really sucks, man. And I know earlier in his career, actually he was a little bit more mobile than he is now. Anthony Joshua probably uses a lot of creatine. Now creatine is legal. A lot of fighters use it, but here's the downfall. What creatine does is that it actually promotes water retention within your muscles, okay? See, in your muscles, in every muscle fiber in your body, your body produces this lactic acid. Lactic acid is a protection put in there by God himself. And what it does is that it protects your muscles from actually damaging themselves. Like when you're in the gym and you're doing repetitions of weights, and let's say you're going to give yourself like 3 sets of 10 repetitions of bench press. Well, you go in there and do those 10 reps, and like towards the 8th rep, it's kind of hard to lift up. Well, your brain sends out a chemical to produce lactic acid. The acid's going to the muscles, and so your muscles, they stop contracting. Okay, because of the acid. That is a mechanism put in by God that prevents you from actually damaging your muscles, because if you lift and do too much, your muscles can become damaged. And see, also, if you damage your muscles too bad, like some people, they'll push and push and push even when their muscles are full of acid, then the muscle fibers will begin to rip and go into the bloodstream. Yep, even when you work out. And that's a condition called rhabdomyosis. When you lift so much and then the lactic acid don't really work as good in people, so your muscle fibers will just rip off and go into your bloodstream. And I can't explain what happens when muscle fibers get into your bloodstream. It can do it when your body actually eats and attacks your own muscles, or you can do it by working out too much where the muscle tissue becomes damaged and breaks off. But yeah, so the downplaying that is that the lactic acid don't build up as fast because the water in your muscles dilute the lactic acid. So you can do a lot more reps, but when you go out and try to use your muscles, they're not completely repaired. Even though you feel stronger, you think you're stronger, you go out and run, you'll pull a hamstring. You go out and run, you may pull a quad muscle. Or if you throw a punch or swing, you can very well, rip your bicep. I've seen a lot of fighters that use creatine, they rip their biceps, okay? I've seen fighters rip their triceps, okay? I've seen it all happen, pectoral muscles. And it's because they're using a lot of creatine. And creatine, to me, I would tell you never to use it. I would tell you to never use that. Number one, it's bad for your kidneys, okay? It puts a lot of excess strain on your kidneys. But number two, it can cause your muscles to actually tear from the bone, like literally, okay? And you can actually end up getting a pull. You can actually have your muscle fibers enter into your bloodstream. But that's enough about the education. Anthony Joshua looks like a guy that's using a lot of creatine. And I could probably even be safe to say that he may even use a lot of whey protein. And that's a lot of stuff that the bodybuilders use. Anthony Joshua has a bodybuilder physique, man. He looks like a bodybuilder that can fight. And I'd be safe to say that I don't think he's on steroids because I've done a lot of close-up of his face and his skin, and I can't see any of the telltale marks. And I can even look into his eyes, I can look into the iris of your eyes, the pupils, the white part, and I can actually tell you, if you've been using steroids. I can always tell. Even in the eyes, steroids give off a very, very, very faint, it gives off a very telltale sign. And it can actually make the whites of your eyes turn like an amber yellow. Like it's almost like there's something wrong with your eyes, but really it's just because of the steroid use. That could be the subject for another video. How can I tell, if it's in you? But Anthony Joshua, to my knowledge, I don't think he's using steroids. I mean, to me, it's very slim possibility that he could be taking anything except for creatine, whey protein. He's probably taking like a type of weight gainer, and he's also taking probably a fat burner too, to keep his physique looking that way. Because I don't know, he don't give it off, And then, he's not overly aggressive. If you really see some fighters, they're overly aggressive. Even their personalities are just aggressive. Anthony Joshua, he's a very calm person, man. Very calm person. And he very seems to hold his composure real well. And that's not really proportional to a person that's on steroids, okay? You guys tell me what you think about this. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.